Hi, Pisces, welcome in. Welcome in. This is your reading for September 2023. We're going to see what you don't see coming. We're going to also take a look in the extended about timing of this. We'll get some refinements in the extended. I will go deeper into any zodiac signs that do show up. All right, so let's see where we go here. Let's see where we go. All these readings are Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if this doesn't resonate for you as a sun sign Pisces, check out your moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right, let's see what's going on. I just see the healer card there. I saw the jealousy card. So something about that. I feel, check you out. I just saw the full moon card too. And it is your full moon. We have a full moon in Pisces happening this week, which is before the end of August. So not really impacting September, but it's the jumping off point. Okay. So soulmates, divine masculine. Wow. My friends, divinity. Holy moly. This is some kind of strong soulmate energy here. I feel like if this is you internally, that you are integrating your masculine and feminine, I feel like you're leveling up into a stronger direction in your life, a stronger level of your own intuition, kind of channeling the high priestess. Okay, the high priestess is like an inner knowing. So some of you, a lot of Pisces are very psychic and are, just very much connected. So I'm wondering if there has been some kind of activity in your life, a person has triggered an event that has forced you to be sort of taking more action on your own on your own behalf. Okay. I feel like if it hasn't happened yet, then September is going to be a good time. If anybody triggers you and by basically saying like you're not doing enough or something like that, or you're not like present enough, you're not taking enough action, I don't think they're exactly wrong, but I think it's sort of actually a message from the universe that you do need to take some serious action. So instead of getting all wound up in the trigger of it, maybe you want to really look at what needs more action in your life, what needs you to be on a new level of intuition. Okay, what part of your life is really suffering because you're not doing that? And, what part of your life is growing? If it's out of balance, it needs to be brought into balance. All right, so what's going on for you? My goodness. 9 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. There we go, bring it into balance. So we're definitely having some Libra energy here. And look at this, the 2 of Pentacles, more balance. Sag, Libra, more Sag. Knight of Wands. The Hermit. Oh, yes. You definitely have some kind of closed mindset that needs to go, okay? That doesn't usually happen with Pisces. So I'm going to say to you that this could be somebody you're dealing with. If you're having a hard time taking action, it's because there is somebody standing on your cape. You hear me? There's somebody standing in your way of getting to the next level. But you are complicit in this because the universe is just a mirror for us. So like when you look in the mirror, when you look in the mirror and you see your face, what you're doing is being reflected in that mirror. The universe is not a funhouse mirror. What makes things a funhouse mirror, like makes things distorted, is our own thinking process. All right. So that's a very important distinction to make, that what you're seeing in the world is a reflection of what's going on inside you. And if you're having this 9 of Swords, if you guys are having anxiety in the middle of the night or any kind of panic attacks or anything like that, I feel like it's because you're bursting through a new level of awareness, a new level of consciousness, and even becoming a guide or a guru. And if you have immediately, when I say that, if you have I am not a hermit, like I'm not a guide or a guru, I really just want to hear about my love life in these readings and all of that, fair enough. But there is some kind of closed mindset that is being asked. It's being asked of you to neutralize that or balance that in September. We have Venus going direct on September 3rd in Leo. We have then the very next day, we have Jupiter going retrograde in Taurus. And so that can be about Jupiter going retrograde. Jupiter going retrograde is about our internal expansion. Okay, our internal expansion. And Taurus is about our values. Like, what do we think is important? What's on the line here? What do we feel is beautiful? What do we feel is comfortable? What do we feel is abundant? Right? Those could be really changing if you have some kind of spiritual awakening that sends you in the direction of either going to some kind of guru because you have a closed mindset. Like, I can't, my ego is so strong, no offense. My ego is so strong, I can't get out of my own way. Ego is just part of Western living. Gets you out of bed in the morning. And we in this society deify it. Divinity. We deify ego. All you have to do is look at who we kind of hold up as heroes, people who are billionaires and people who are sports heroes and all of that kind of stuff. And, we're not deifying, we're kind of putting them in this kind of pantheon of extraordinary beings. And because they've achieved something that we find valuable. And so when Jupiter is in retrograde, it's like, what do I really find valuable? What am I really finding valuable? What is really important in the world? And I feel like that's undergoing a change here. I feel like you're kind of looking at things and going, I don't think this is valuable anymore. I think it's kind of gross, actually. Or I think it's kind of, because the divine masculine is what I'm talking about when we're talking about things that are out of balance. The hierarchical structure of the universe, not the universe, but of our society is out of whack, right? The divine feminine rising, age of Aquarius, all of this is happening. I feel like you're going through some kind of pivotal moment here for yourself. Okay, Four of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Knight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Magician, Ace of Pentacles. Like it. Emperor, Six of Swords. Oh, look at that. And the Strength card. Yeah, Leo energy here. So I feel like when Venus goes direct, things are going to lighten up for you. So very beginning of September, things seem like they lighten up. But it still is here. This awareness, this kind of breakthrough moment where I've done my healing work, or I'm working on my healing work, and now I'm going to really take action on my own behalf, the Emperor. And we talked a lot about the Emperor being kind of a crusty bastard if he doesn't have his Empress. Okay, like he's out of balance and he's just, marauding and pillaging and things like that, and without really regard for what's going to be happening in afterwards. Okay, so like you can take over a country and you can burn the crops as a strategy to destroy the enemy, but then it's your land, so you've destroyed everything. So I feel like there's something about that like, be careful about what you're doing in the furtherance of, and what you vilify and deify, what you think is amazing and what you think is kind of shit. So you're gonna probably get to the place where you're like, wow, I have been really holding this up as a great thing, and it might come around where you see, it might not really impact you, but you might be like, never thought of it that way. That seems like kind of a bad thing. So your belief systems could be really changing, radically changing. Okay, so let's clarify, let's clarify a couple things here, because I do see you moving in a courageous direction because of this spiritual breakthrough. Now, there's a soulmate here. I'm getting this soulmate energy, so I do want to clarify about that. Virgo, Libra, Sag, Aries. Virgo, Libra, Sag, Aries, Leo, Gemini. I'll pull cards for those in the extended, okay? And I'll get more about the timing here. But the healing, this Four of Swords is like a pivot point. Ten of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Temperance card, and the Six of Cups. All right, so I'm getting a stronger vibe around Sagittarius being that soulmate. And I almost feel like you have too much to carry, or you have too much on your plate, and this person helps you out. All right, there's something like that. This person helps you out, or this person comes closer to you because they have some kind of dynamic energy around what you're wanting to create. And that definitely makes a difference. I feel like they're a good teacher for you. And I also feel like you've known them maybe in the past life. Okay, if you don't know them in this life yet, you've known them in a past life. There's somebody who is kind of dynamic. I feel like they inspire you a little bit. And I feel like it is fodder for the change. So if you're really breaking through in this spiritual way and you're seeing like a new way of living or a new way of being, Ace of Wands, like the idea comes through. There's an offer. There's some new offers because of it. Some new things on the horizon. I feel like you're heading in a very spiritual direction, and some of you are really learning how to manifest. And learning how to manifest is the breakthrough can be for some of you that you understand that your intention is undermined by your fear or anxiety. So I have this anxiety about making a lot of money because I have to pay a lot of taxes. Okay, all right. I have this anxiety about starting a business, leaving a job that's quote unquote secure to go toward my own business because I'm afraid, what if it doesn't work out? So somebody is giving you some kind of opportunity. There's some kind of opportunity coming in. Some of you want to leave behind a stuck relationship. Maybe this person won't commit. That's what this Knight of Wands is. This person won't commit or something like that. They're not wanting to come toward you. They're really being hot and cold, hot and cold. And so I feel like you just pivot and you take a different tack. You just go in a different direction. And that's really good because you're taking ownership of your path and you're going forward towards someone who is ready for relationship. Some offer or some path of your spiritual fulfillment or awakening in terms of how it's put through the efforts you make in your work. So if you start your own business or if you work in a company or something like that, not your company, but a company, you could find a new sense, a renewed sense of values that really root you in the future of your life. There's definitely something missing right now that we need to find. Okay. And I feel like that's going to be happening in September. So I'm going to continue on with this reading. I will look at Sag, Virgo, Libra, Aries, Gemini, Leo in the extended. That's what I see. I'll pull some cards around those signs. You might know them, you might not. If you want to continue on, let's keep going. There's a link in the description box below. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.